Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Tyler. I am going to talk to you about a heated up self-help and personal development topic that is widely discussed among our society today. And a lot of people might disagree that this is not a self-help or a personal development topic, but that is fine by me. And this particular topic is love your enemy, and that a lot of people believe that we should love our enemy, and a lot of people believe that we are not supposed to love our enemy, and a lot of people are just plain confused about this particular subject because they don't know which path to go. Should we or should we not supposed to love our enemy? And that you're probably asking me, Tyler, what is your whole entire outlook when it comes to love your enemy? And I'm just going to sit here and tell you that it depends on the type of situation that you're in. And this situation could be with a violent enemy, or this situation could be with a non-violent enemy. And I want to repeat this again. It could be a situation with a violent enemy or a non-violent enemy. And that I want to discuss with you the violent enemy for a moment. If you ever encounter a situation when it comes to a violent enemy that is trying to perpetuate injustice or evil towards you, and what do I mean by this? This means that that violent enemy or that person wants to try and beat you up so that they want to try and land you up to the hospital, or that person wants to beat you up and harm and hurt you, or that person wants to wound you real badly so you probably will land up in the hospital, or that violent person wants to probably take you out and kill you, and they want to take you out for the whole entire count. And I'm just going to sit here and say this: should we love our enemy in this particular type of scenario? No, you should not, simply because that violent enemy or that violent person has made his or her mind that he or she is probably going to beat you up, or that person is probably going to beat you up so that you probably will land into the hospital, or that person is probably going to wound you real badly so that you probably will land you up into the hospital, or that person is probably going to beat you up and then probably take you out for the count and then kill you, or sometimes in some scenarios that particular type of violent person is just going to kill you and take you out automatically. And I'm just going to sit here and tell you that these people who have the turn the cheek mentality while a person is being violent towards you and you're trying to show love towards them, I'm going to sit here and tell you that type of mentality will get you killed. That type of mentality will land you up in the hospital wounded somewhere. And that I'm just going to sit here and tell you that's a very dangerous mentality to have, trying to show towards an enemy or violent enemy that is trying to take you out or harm you or hurt you or wound you. And I'm going to tell you that you have a right to protect yourself, and you have a right to arm yourself. You have a right to have a knife or have fighting skills to show violence towards that person, to try and save your own life, to try and protect yourself from this type of evil that comes your way. And I'm going to sit here and say this: you need to be violent towards those who are violent towards you. And I want to discuss with you the situation of the non-violent person. Now, if you ever encounter a situation with a non-violent person, and that is, the non-violent person is an individual that say mean things, say hurtful things, yell hateful things, meaning to say ugly words towards you in order to hurt you and to bring you down, but at the same time, that person did not put their hands on you. That person did not try and beat you up. This person did not wound you so that you can be in the hospital. That person did not have any thoughts that he or she wants to kill you, and that this person continue to say mean things, say hurtful things, say things that will bring you down or bring your spirit down in order to hurt you mentally and emotionally. And that should you show love to a non-violent enemy, a person that say hurtful things and say hurtful words towards you, but they're not harming you or being violent towards you, I'm going to say this. The decision relies within you. And what do I mean by this? You could either say mean things back to them or say hurtful things back to them, or you could see it as an opportunity. Okay, you being nice to that particular non-violent enemy, even though this person is saying hurtful things and they are mean towards you and they hate you, but they didn't put their hands on you at all, trying to hurt you or harm you or wound you at all. But in the process of being nice and being kind and showing love to this non-violent enemy, yes, that non-violent enemy is going to get worse. And the reason why they get worse and spewing out mean words, spewing out hurtful words towards you, and throwing these temper tantrums, being mean towards you, is because that love which you have penetrated inside of them is bothering their conscience. You, the person that is being nice to that person, is that, or that violent enemy, is that it is resting upon their conscience and it's resting upon their mind. You is on that person's mind, and that person cannot get you out of their mind because you are being so kind, you are being so nice to them, and that you are showing them love, and that you continue showing that person love or kindness. What will happen, which is two things. The first thing that probably will happen, that non-violent enemy or that person will either break down and change, and that they will see you from a different perspective, saying, oh, this person is nice, and that you or that person might become friends, but that person is going to come back and apologize to you, and that probably wanting to be friends to you because they're so drawn to your kindness. But it's still not going to exempt all the saying from them, saying all the mean and hateful things towards you, that it's going to come back in their life somewhere around, because that's the law of karma. And the second thing that might happen, if you are showing kindness and you saw that as an opportunity, but that person is still getting worse and worse and worse and worse, this non-violent enemy that is saying all these hateful things to hurt your mindset or to wound you mentally and physically by their words and being mean towards you, that this is what's going to happen. The universe will put them in a situation where, from what they have done to you, they're going to receive back 20 times more worse of what they had done to you. They're going to receive it. Not you. But I'm going to sit here and say this. And then my last remark. Like me, I have the Malcolm X doctrine. I am nonviolent towards those who are nonviolent to me. I am violent towards those who are violent towards me. And a lot of you people that has that turn the cheek mentality, that Martin Luther King mentality, you need to leave that doctrine out when it comes to a violent individual that is perpetuating evil towards you. And Malcolm X said it right, that you have a right to protect yourself from any type of injustice or evil that comes your way. And you need to have that mentality when somebody is trying to be violent towards you. You should be violent back. And I just want to say this, and I want to close. For all of the people who listen to this topic of what I talked about, I want to listen to your intake. And my subscribers and my faithful subscribers out there, I want to listen to your intake, because I'm interested in your intake as well. Really interested. And for those who don't know anything about my channel, please click on the link down below. Thank you, and have a great and awesome evening.